The movie starts in Cairo, Egypt. Arabic music is playing, someone is singing. Then suddenly the music stops. A child screams, "Mama." Sound of heavy gears comes, someone shouts. This opening tells us that something very old and dangerous is waking up. Then the scene shifts and we meet the Cannon family. First, there is Charlie Cannon, a TV news journalist who is based in Cairo, covering drought and illegal digging. His wife is Larissa, a caring nurse who takes care of the whole family. Then there is Katie, their elder daughter about 8 years old, whom they lovingly call Butterfly, and Sebastian or SEB, the younger brother who is naughty and always messes with Katie's things. The family's talking about pizza. Katie asks if pizza today? Seb says no. Katie says she does not like pizza, does not like cheese. Seb says pizza without cheese is not pizza. Charlie is watching his own reporting on TV. Drought, farmers, illegal digging. Seb asks, "What is this?" Charlie is busy with work. Seb does Charlie's impression, hand thing. Charlie laughs. Then fight happens between Katie and Seb. Seb threw Katie's doll Veronica from the roof. Katie shouts that he always messes with my stuff. Charlie intervenes. "Stop it, both of you." Seb innocently says he was doing parachute test. Larissa is about to leave. Asks, "Who do I love the most?" We'll tell later. Charlie promises Katie that after reaching Albuquerque, we will take the doll to doll hospital for proper fix-up. Katie says, "You said we will go to New York, to Grandma, then not again." Katie, frustrated, says, "I hate you both right now," and slams the door. Seb innocently says, "I will not do parachute test on new baby." Larissa is pregnant. Charlie gets an important call. Bob from New York offering breakfast news gig. Charlie is excited. Then a stranger woman comes to Katie, says she is Layla's mom. Layla's stomach is bad, so she did not come to play. Katie has been told that Layla said Katie is a magician. That woman asks, "Will you see the trick?" Friends, this moment looks so innocent, but what is behind it is soul-chilling. Charlie calls Larissa. Good news. New York job got. Both are excited. Larissa says Mama will not be happy that we are not coming to her. Then Charlie asks if you are giving Katie too much candy. Larissa says, "Which candy?" Charlie gets suspicious. Seb tells that Katie shared but asked not to tell. There is a friend in the garden end who gives this. Then that stranger woman says to Katie, "Sorry, this is my last magic trick." And then an incantation starts. Katie screams, gasping. Charlie runs. Katie, Katie, Katie. But Katie has disappeared. In the police station, Charlie and Larissa report. Charlie shows photo. It is from 1 week ago. Police asks if on vacation. Charlie says no. Living here for 5 months. TV correspondent. When was Katie last seen? Charlie says at 11 o'clock, then went to work. Larissa asks, "What are you saying?" Charlie understands. Police suspects that they did something. Charlie gets angry. "You think we did something with our daughter? Someone has taken our child, go out and search." Friends, now 8 years later. Albuquerque, New Mexico. On ABQ News. A tortoise is blocking traffic on the highway. Now the Cannon family has changed. Charlie and Larissa are living with Grandma Carmen. There is a new girl, Maud, who was born after Katie. Seb is now a teenager. Maud wants to use Larissa's computer, printing stuff. They sit for family dinner. Carmen has been nominated as vice chair of Bridge Club. Seb shows information about school trip to Europe. Larissa says no need. Seb asks, when was the last family vacation? Larissa says we will talk later. Seb, frustrated, says, "You fear that something will happen to me, but I am not Katie, Mom." This line makes everyone silent. Then somewhere far away in Egypt, in the desert, an underground place opens. Creatures, chittering sounds, metallic groaning, crackling. Someone goes inside. The camera clicks, and something terrifying is visible. A guttural roar is heard. Back in Albuquerque, the Cannon family is in the car. Blinded by the Light is playing. They are playing the rat or frog game, calling the teacher Rat Taylor Swift Angel. The family is finally feeling normal. Then Charlie's phone rings. On the other side is Bryce Vogel, deputy chief from the U.S. Embassy in Cairo. He asks if your wife is with you. Larissa asks if there is any new information. Bryce says, "Your daughter Katie has been found. She is alive." Larissa lets out a scream. Both start crying. Friends, after 8 years. In the Cairo hospital, doctors warn Katie has extensive dermal trauma from lack of light, extreme malnutrition. She is in a deep catatonic state. Erratic movements, strange tics, abrupt noises. She is on heavy sedation. Be gentle. No sudden moves, no loud noises. Then Zaki tells that Katie was being transported in a basalt sarcophagus, 2,000 to 3,000 years old, when the plane crashed. Charlie, shocked, asks, what was our daughter doing in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus? Detective Zaki says that the illegal trade of artifacts is a perfect cover for human trafficking. Charlie recognizes Zaki, says, you were there the day Katie was kidnapped. You thought we did it. Zaki says it was the senior officer's opinion. She is now buried in Bab al-Wazir Cemetery. Katie is brought to Albuquerque. Grandma Carmen has made a birthday cake. Many missed birthdays. Maud is excited. Finally, Big Sister is here. But when they bring Katie inside, on wheelchair, wheezing, groaning, everyone is left stunned. Maud bravely introduces herself, says, I am Maud, your little sister, now almost the same age as you were when you know. Says, Mom told that you like Taylor Swift, I like her too, missed a lot of new music. Seb goes near Katie, says, I don't know what to say. Charlie says, say anything, she is your big sister, we all have to come together, care, support, time is needed. Then Katie suddenly snarls. Everyone gets startled. Katie wails, makes guttural moans, shrieking. This is heartbreaking. Where was this child for 8 years? At night, Maud is scared. Seb says it's just coyotes. Maud says, I am scared of Katie. Seb says, Mom told, care, support, time, and injections. Then at night, Katie disappears from the room. Sounds come from the walls, thumping, clattering, heavy thuds. Charlie and Larissa search. Katie is crawling inside the walls, on the ceiling, grunting, snarling. Charlie tries to catch her. Katie fights back, retching. They take the kids out to the car. Maud says Dad said a bad word. Charlie sends the kids to school, says keep everything normal. Seb asks, shouldn't we tell anyone that Big Sister has come? Charlie says not yet. Seb asks what really happened to her? Charlie says I don't know. Here Larissa takes care of Katie, cuts her nails. Carmen tells salon stories about Sophia Loren. Then something horrifying comes out from Katie's toenail. Squelching sound, both gasp. Katie escapes again. Crawling on walls, snarling, scratching. Larissa catches her, says Mama's got you. Charlie suggests maybe we should put Katie somewhere for short term. Larissa gets angry. You think I can't take care of my daughter? Katie is not going anywhere. She stayed far away for so long. Now she is safe here. Charlie says, if we don't know what happened, how will we fix it? Larissa shouts, you are stuck in the past, looking for a news story to bury your guilt. Charlie says, I know you blame me. I was there the day she disappeared, but you are her mother. Didn't you ever know there was a secret friend in the garden? Larissa breaks down, says, leave us alone. She talks to Katie, please say something, say anything. And then Katie says something. Charlie goes to a university professor, Bixler, shows some ceremonial bindings related to Katie's case. Bixler tells this is hieratic script, ancient Egypt's first cursive script, 3,000 years before Jesus. One word is repeating again and again. Nasmaranian. Bixler plays a lecture recording. Ancient inscriptions tell there was a dark force whose fear people had before words even existed. Nasmaranian used to move like a shadow, turn father against son, force mothers to bury their own children. They called it the destroyer of family. Like a disease of the soul, it spreads from one to another. Whisper, seed of suspicion, cruelty where there was love. Entire communities get destroyed. This was the devil of its time. But by 2000 BC, its influence had disappeared. Rumor is that it was trapped by an ancient ritual, or it just disappeared. Bixler says these bindings are words of protection to keep this demon away. Here, Katie's influence starts to spread. Maud calls her teacher rat-faced bitch at school. This is not Maud's language, this is Katie's influence. Then the situation at home gets even worse. Katie tells Seb through the headphones, remember when you threw Veronica from the roof? It was your idea to check if Granny could fly or not. Granny is rotting in the coffin because of you. Katie laughs. This is a devastating moment. What is inside Katie's body is breaking the entire family apart. Maud also gets affected, snarling, attacking. Larissa has to physically fight her. Katie is locked in the room, banging on the door. She tells Seb, baby brother, let me come out, let me join the family party, you miss me, right? Then she says, come help me get undressed. Then Zaki comes with a tape. She says, I wish I didn't have to show this, but it's necessary to see what happened to Katie. On the tape is the woman who kidnapped Katie, the magician. She speaks in Arabic. Dark signs have started appearing again. It is a warning that the time has come when we have to contain our ancient family secret once again. This will be the 82nd mummification ritual. As the firstborn child, it is my responsibility to keep our family protected from Nasmaranian's evil reach. This is a testament so that in the coming decades, your children know that when their turn comes, they have to transfer this demon from a spent vessel to a freshly prepared host. Then it is said, an innocent child is best. The body lasts longest, but any live human will do. On the tape, Katie screams, please, let me go home. I want mom, dad. The incantation starts. Katie shouts, no, stop, let me go. Charlie and Larissa break down. Friends, the truth is that after kidnapping Katie, a thousands-year-old demon, Nasmaranian, was transferred inside her through a mummification ritual. This demon is a family destroyer, and now inside Katie's body, it is breaking the Cannon family from within. Zaki says that what was put inside her was supposed to remain buried and bound. Now the final confrontation comes. Katie has completely transformed, snarling, growling, shrieking. Larissa runs. Katie, mommy is coming! The wind is roaring. Katie is hanging from the ceiling. In a distorted voice, she taunts Charlie. Charlie and Zaki fight with Katie. Katie roars, cackles. In distorted voice, she says, I'm not comfortable inside your daughter, but you will never get her back. I'm her daddy now. Katie attacks everyone, crunching, chittering, snarling. Carmen's body also gets affected, cackling, laughing. Larissa fights with Seb, retching, gasping. Then Charlie shouts, Zaki, the words, remember the words? Zaki starts the ancient chanting, those same words that were written on the bindings, words of protection to bind Nasmaranian. Katie growls, screams, fights, but Zaki doesn't stop. The chanting intensifies. Katie snarls in pain. The chanting becomes even more forceful. And then, silence. Katie says, I'm sorry. The chanting continues. And then, a voice, Mom? Katie has come back. Larissa gasps, Katie? Charlie gasping, Dad? Katie is recognizing her parents. Friends, this moment is so powerful that it brings tears to the eyes. But the story does not end here. A rhythmic knocking is heard. Maud asks, what is it saying? Katie says, he says he loves us. Katie says, we love you, Dad. She says, let her go. It's her turn. Friends, here it is. Revealed that Charlie made the sacrifice. The demon left Katie and went into Charlie. Katie is free, but Charlie is now in that darkness. Larissa calls Zaki at night, says I can't sleep. Zaki says me neither. Larissa says we need to talk about Charlie. Zaki is listening. And then the last scene. The same Arabic song plays, Kamsa Santi. Zaki and Larissa reach the magician in Egypt, that same woman who kidnapped Katie. Larissa says, you know my face, you remember my Katie, right? She wants to know if you want to see a trick. Metallic screeching is heard from afar. Zaki starts the ancient incantation. The chanting intensifies. So friends, this story tells us that real horror is not monsters. The real horror is when the people you love the most stop recognizing you. The Cannon family waited for 8 years, got their daughter back, but what came back was not their Katie. And when finally Katie became free, someone else had to pay the price. Tell in the comment box how you like this story.